Hi everybody. Epic fail on the last solar install. I still can't get that extra panel up there. I'm just not working well with those rails from Home Depot. So I think this is plan G. So what I'm gonna do is take this. This is wood, oak. I got two 6-foot beams. I'm gonna get these to fit the mounts on my camper shell. I'm gonna drill the proper holes, la 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 la, and then I'm gonna take the panel down again and try to get both panels on this and then put it back up on the holes. So, epic fail. Got wood. Ha! I'm so funny. Alright, so at the place I'm working, they cut the overtime, so I had to leave early today. But it's been raining, so I didn't get out of the city. I'm here at a friend's house. I want to do it there. And been looking at the state trust land around here, but it's been raining. I don't want to get stuck anywhere. But I got to get out. Can't stay in the city. So, let's see what we can do with this. All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So just a big flash here, a bit of a flash, man. This is the panel up on my camper shell right now. And here's the big wood beam I'm going to put on underneath it. My problem is these mounts that I have. For one, they're not level. I'm gonna have to like put some spacer washers or something. And I can't put them side by side. The other solar panel's smaller, but you see my max air is right there. So it has to focus. This 100 watt has to come out towards the end of the truck. And then the other one will be mounted behind it. It's a bit fatter and it'll be mounted there. So that's just a brief, this is what we gotta do. And I guess the neighbors over here in this neighborhood think I'm nuts talking to a cell phone. Ha! All right, I'll see y'all in a bit. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to sand these boards down with 220 grit with this little right over But you guys don't need to go through all that with both of them, so when I'm done, I'll be back. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is spray this down with some of this water sealer. Now in hindsight, I should have got the same color as my camper shell, but maybe I'll have enough paint left after I do this to spray the boards. So that's what I'm gonna do next. And we're just gonna spray it like so and let it dry. I don't know why it's splattering all over. So I'm trying to get all of this done before my friend gets home. Let me tell you a little about my friend. We've been friends for a few years. He's a nurse. And when I first had to hit the road and do the bankruptcy after my daughter left, well, I went out back home to Cali. Can't go home again. It's really changed. And then I went out to New Jersey to stay with my daughter and son-in-law. But that's on a military base, so you're only allowed to stay a certain amount of time. But while we were out there, a couple of our conversations, she mentioned they got to figure out where to come back to when they come back home to Arizona. And I instantly felt guilt for having to give up the house and the bankruptcy and all that. And she did not mean it that way at all, because they're grown-ups and they can figure things out. And he's the oldest of 9, so there's plenty of family. With her, it's just me and her. Anyway, so since I had to leave, my first thought was, I'll come back to Arizona, get a job, and get a place for them to come back to. So then I came back out here. And then it turns out they have to delay for 2 years. So I'm like out here, and then the shoulder surgery happens. I'm out here visiting my friend, who's a nurse, by the way. So I was crashing at his house, but I was running out of money. So I was living off of a stock IRA I invested in back when I was like 18. And so I couldn't get a job until January, otherwise I'd be paying mega taxes. If you can't prove that, you know, you were unemployed the last 2 years. So I ran out of money, had to get a job. And then summer started coming, so I ended up renting a room from my friend. Actually, half a room I call it, because it's got his stuff in there. So I brought my 30-inch bed platform in there, and so that's what I do. But the weather's getting cooler and it's time for me to go back full time. So I need to get that solar up. That looks pretty good, huh? So I ended up, my truck repair, so all my van savings disappeared, yada yada. And then I can't just stay at somebody's place for free, right? You know, especially if they're like working 3 days a week. So what I end up doing is I give them $200 of every paycheck I get. And so that's also taken away from me ever getting in the van. So summer's winding down. It's time for me to get back out of that room, go full time, and bank that $200 paycheck, and with overtime cut. And the kids won't be back for 2 years, so yeah. I'd say another week or so. Well, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. I'll have to check the weather. I'll be going back full time into my big, beautiful red truck and still scoping out vans. I can't buy anything on credit. That bankruptcy. Oh, wait. Here's the e-bag plug. There's a GoFundMe down below for a van for MacGyver Sharon. Okay, that's enough about that. So, that's my situation right now. And I go away every weekend. And I'm doing these projects here at my friend's house, and I try to get them done before he gets home from work so I can just be out of the way. All right. Well, let me get the other one done, and we'll continue on. And now that I'm done telling you my life story of the last few years, all right, y'all. I'll be back. All right, I'm back again. Oh, hey, you guys got to try these things. 0 calories, 0 everything. No artificial sugars, no nothing. I'm on this crazy diet, so I don't get any sugars or carbs or alcohol or anything at all for the next, it's been what, 10 days, so I got another 5 weeks to go. Anyways, it's carbonated water with the essence of stuff. Anyway, so this is what I'm painting the shell with. So I'm gonna try to paint the wood board. I mean, you're not really going to be stealth in a camper shell with a max air vent and solar panels, but, you know, you do every little part you can to make it blend. So I'm going to try to paint it with this stuff. I'm just shaking it up. I just wanted to say one more thing about getting stuck here in the summertime. I was all gung-ho on it. I can live in my truck in the summertime. I've been east-west coast, back and forth. And so what, since 2015 I hit the road, but never in the heat of the summer in Arizona since I got stuck working that job. The inside of my cab gets up to past 140 degrees, hence why my goal 0 shuts itself down. So I'm like, okay, I got a 24-hour, not 24-hour fitness, what is that? Shoot, I can't remember the name of the gym I'm in. Planet Fitness, that's what it is. I was about to go look at my bumper sticker. I'm like, I can shower there, I can hang out there, stay cool, and blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you what, come here in the Phoenix area in the summer. There's no way, there's just no way in this side of Oz that's going to happen. So yeah, kind of went out there. But like I said, I need that van. I need to save the money. So, that's all I want to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Don't you love that movie? Still don't have TV since 2015, but... And when my kids buy a movie that's something I can watch, which isn't horror, sometimes she'll send me the code and I can watch movies on my cell phone. Alright, let's see how this works. Yeah. Well, that'll be the same color as my shell. It doesn't have to be completely. I don't want to waste too much paint on it because I still have touch-ups on the shell to do. But I got to get the solar up. Even with the MPPT, Goal Zero MPPT, it's still not enough to run that refrigerator, even in the summer. Not at night. Well, when I'm up in the trees, I can turn it off at night because it gets cold, but it's too freaking cold up there now. Okay, so let me finish painting these, and then I will figure out how to mark the holes and get some holes drilled, and then we're going to set the panels up on it and figure out how to get those holes drilled, and I'll be back. Okay, so here's the basic plan. Got the solar panel, the big one, down. This is the little one, my little Swanky solar I want to add on there. It's 60 watts. This one is a compact Renogy 100 watt. And, well, can't afford it anymore. So, this will not raise my voltage, but it will raise my current. And that's good with the Goal Zero. So there's the wood boards. I haven't done any drilling yet. Just wanted to get them sized up and marked. And, that'll be good. Leave a little bit in the front so I can still figure out some kind of wind deflector, because it will be hanging up over the camper shell there on top of the truck, cab. So it's going to hang over. I got to put some kind of wind deflector. And so any suggestions are welcome. So it's going to lay on top of my roof like this. And this is my Max Air fan, pretend. Will probably be about right there. And that'll be 160 watts. So I'm thinking about, see, I got the math, I worked out the math somewhere. I'm an old school electronic technician. That's why it's hard to find jobs. You got to take them while you can. Especially when you're old and you're female and you're old school electronics. But I think my average voltage will probably be between 18 and 19 volts. And hooking these up together, charging, probably I could get 80 to 100 watts going in. And then that's safe for that silly Goal Zero. Okay. Man, I quit making little videos like this, but I don't know how to add photos. Anybody know how to add photos into your video for YouTube? I don't have the laptop yet. My yoga died. This is all a Samsung Note 9 Christmas gift from my daughter and son-in-law. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. All right, that's how I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to get those wood boards up there and mark those little mounts right there onto the wood board, and then bring it back down and mark where I drilled the holes in the bottom side of these solar panels to hook on so that they don't interact with each other. Alright, see you in a bit, guys and gals, fellow nomads, well, everybody. And here we are again. So, putting the beams up for measuring. You're looking through my truck shell window here. I can still open it plenty. And I think a little extra hanging off the end might be good for, I don't know, a wood screw for put up a shade thing? MacGyver thinking. So let me get up here. Ooh. Let me show you what I'm doing. Making sure I got space between this beam and my max air vent fan. But you see the problem with trying to mount anything on these mounts. Check it out. If you look under the wood, can you see that? I don't know if I can see that. What's this one up there? You see the mount? Let me go over this side. Oh, I guess you can't see it, but the mount has space. So I gotta put spacers in there, which is hard to do on the solar panels. Oh, here you can see it. Right here. So it's setting on here. There's two holes. There's one here and there's one here, but you see all this extra space? This is where I gotta shim it to keep it flat. And that's why I can only hook one hole in the solar panel, because it's just not flat here like the other side. And that's like on all four. But safety first, I will shim them and make sure I got two screws bolted to each hole. I think they're 5/16. So that's what I'm doing. I'm marking it up with the pencil. BRB. We have 102 watts coming in. The 2.5 amps out is because this refrigerator right here is running under these blankies. Let's see if we can see the voltage coming in. I think it's like 19. Oh, it's not going to show you that. Oh, it is about 19 volts. I checked it with my Hande Fluke. But it's not up on the roof. Hold on. Let me tell you what happened. Hi, I'm back. So let me tell you what happened. I kind of tweaked my back a little, which I usually try to work through. But this time, it's my shoulder. This one, I had surgery in 2014, blah, 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 blah. Took my yoga away, so lost my strength, and man, lost my mentalness, kind of, because yoga keeps you calm and stress-free, kind of. So anyway, last November, I had surgery on this shoulder. This was a bit more involved, a few anchors, a few bone shavings, moving a ligament here and there. So when I felt the twinge last night, I thought, oh crap, I can't favor this one, because if this one starts twinging, then this one's gonna, then I'll be shoulderless. Can't finish with that. So anyway, crazy old lady, I got it part way done, and then I packed up and got out of the way of my friend, because he came home. He's home for the weekend. So that's what happened. So I didn't finish. I'm going to try to slowly finish this weekend out here. Oh, out here. Check it out. Ain't it beautiful? I think you hear a car or ATV or one of those loud noisemaker thingies in the background. But let me show you. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm starving. No carbs, low calorie, no fat, no alcohol, no anything good for the next 5 weeks. But hopefully a little less weight will stop putting pressure on the shoulder. What it is the downward pressure, lifting myself up on the ladder and crawling up into the truck. And so I'm gonna have to be a little more careful and let this shoulder rest, because I don't want to damage it. All right, so let me show you what I got so far. Hold on. Okay, so I have it hooked up on the ground right now. I have them hooked up in parallel. If you could see these little connectors right here. And it is going up into here on the Silky Gold Zero. So my plan was to use these oak boards, and I got one of them on. And these will hook to the clamps. I'm going slow enough. Like so. And there you go. Now I had to drill a few extra holes down here to make room for those clamps that go onto the mounts. And I got the other board done, but I still got to put it up there and mark the holes. I got it ready to go into the other side. And so that's the 100 watt. This is my 60 watt swanky solar. Bought it from an awesome lady who's a van dweller and just very inspirational. And I bought it from her because she got new solar. And so right now they are hooked up and charging up my power for tonight. Keep my refrigerator running. So the bummer thing is, when my friend came home from work and he saw what I was doing, he mentioned that you can't use wood. Wood is flexible. It's going to warp your solar panels. So that's got me all paranoid. Well, any opinions on that? He said you should use steel, but I'm like, Home Depot doesn't have that. And he says you'll have to go to a steel store. So that was a thought, but at the place, the job I'm working right now, they moved all the machine shop guys over across the way, and I don't want to go over there and say, hey, can you drill holes in here? So I have these extra pieces right here, and they're not steel, because steel rust anyway. But if I thought maybe after I got it up and I just screwed this into the side, drilled holes myself, would that make it less flexible? See, I don't know. I'm a trial and error kind of gal. So any input from y'all would be helpful. But I'm sticking with this oak because I've already done all this work, and well, heck, my shoulders just can't take it anymore. Ooh, look, flutter by. Do you see it? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, gosh darn it. There's my garage. There's my big, beautiful red truck. You know, I just wish it was a van. But anyway, so there we got it. It's hooked up in parallel on the ground, halfway done, with oak, ready to be mounted. Still got to do one side. So this is going to be a part 1, part 2 video because I'm a wussy old lady, I reckon. And I gotta let that shoulder heal because I refuse to make myself worse. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this. Hopefully I can finish it really soon. I'm going to pick away at it this weekend, little by little, without lifting any weight on my right shoulder. And I'll see what I can do. Maybe in slow-mo I can get it up there. So, in the meantime, got to make use of those mounts, right? Got a little shade tech going. All right, well, peace, love, and understanding, everybody. Sorry about the blah, blah, blah in this video. I'm trying to share. Maybe y'all can use some of this information. Maybe y'all can give me some information. But y'all take care. And I'll see you in part 2. Sweet. Bye-bye now.